What's going on, Staten Island, and welcome to a very special presentation brought to you by your friends at Metro United Sports Unlimited, a proud 501c3 in New York State, brought to you by Bobby Glenister, Tom Milano, Chris Reyes, and myself, Todd Bivona. It's great to have you along with us. What are we doing here today? We're previewing the 2025 high school boys baseball varsity season and getting you set for what's to come. Had a great year last year. St. Peter's, big highlight. Tottenville, perennial powerhouse. But what do we have in store this season? From Team USA, as mentioned, Chris is going to help us out, break down the coaches, the players, the facilities, some upgrades. We have some history to go back on.
Yes, we do.
Plenty of players in the past that have moved on to minor league ball, to pro ball. We're going to cover everything, all right? So we're going to get to each and every team on Staten Island and see what their schedule is going to be looking like, where they're going to be traveling to, and who's got the best shot to make it all the way. Once again, we want to thank our friends at TUF Media for helping us out behind the scenes. And of course, this is an MUSU production. Great to have you along with us. It's going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video, which will be great for you to share with all your friends and families when it comes to your son, daughter, or classmate, perhaps, looking forward to this 2025 baseball season on Staten Island. Chris, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's dig in. Once again, Metro United Sports Unlimited proudly presents this preview of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season. Our trip around Staten Island previewing the 2025 high school boys varsity baseball season continues, and now we are focused on more Catholic. I'm joined by Chris Reyes from Team USA Baseball. I'm Todd Bivona doing hosting duties here. We are with TUF Media. We are with Metro United Sports Unlimited, and we are with Gerard Tingos in his 5th season for the Mavericks. More. What can we say about this team?
Well, the one thing I can say about Gerard is because I coached him in college when I was at Long Island University, Gerard is a winner. His whole family are winners. And what he's doing at Moore Catholic after kind of a down decade, I got to give him a lot of credit. It was in a tough spot, and Gerard has really turned it around. It's brought back that legacy that the Nick Dashes of the world had, and so on and so forth. So what I could say about Gerard is that he's turning it around, and Gerard is 100% going to take this team and lead them deep into the playoffs this year, Todd.
Okay.
That I can guarantee. Some of the players he have are proven winners through the youth ranks, travel baseball, at PG, perfect game events. And he did a really nice job in the last 2 or 3 years on getting these kids to Moore Catholic, and creating a winning team. I don't think his record from last year shows you exactly how good the team was.
Okay.
But you could expect that win column to go up this year, no doubt.
Definitely sounds like he had the most successful season under his tutelage.
That's right.
Was last season, and it looks like, this season we're expecting a lot more, and coach is expecting a lot more out of his clubs. They won their first playoff game in 7 years. Chris, do you think they do have enough, though, to win more playoff games and get a little bit deeper? And what specifically about their game tells you that?
Well, the beautiful thing about Moore Catholic is I know them since they're young guys, right? So younger athletes on the little league circuit or travel baseball.
Sure.
And when you look at their roster, Todd, their roster's filled with kids that have always been good.
Okay.
Always been good, still are good. Have a ton of motivation to play at the next level in college. And when you take those few different things and you put them into the equation, it usually equals wins. That doesn't mean you don't have to go out and still play the game, right? We know that you still have to go and play the game. But Gerard Tingos will 100% have them ready for this season.
Base running is big with Coach Tingos. Two-strike approach, situational hitting, critical part of their success is something that he mentioned. He's got 3 seniors, 2 juniors that he's looking after. Anyone in particular that is really stand out to you, Chris, that we should emphasize?
Yeah, Nick Plezowitz is a kid that's going to play a third base, first base role. When you see Nick, I've known the Plezowitz family since their kids are young. He's always hit. You could expect a big year from Nick in terms of his run production. He's going to play a real solid corner infield, and he's going to be the spark plug, right? He's going to throw some innings on the mound, but you can guarantee that Pleswitz will open up the field a little bit for more, and be that run producer that Girard needs in the lineup.
Couple other hitters that they have on their squad, catcher, first baseman, and Brian Badalamenti. What do we know about him?
Once again, I've had the luxury of seeing a lot of these kids grow up on Staten Island, and they've been to USA baseball events. I've seen them at Richmond County at Perfect Game events, through the Little League circuit, and Brian is another kid that literally has always been that dude, right? He's going to swing the bat defensively. He's excellent for a sophomore. Had a really good year last year for Gerard Tingos, but you could expect him to be anywhere from the 3 to 5 role in the lineup, Todd, and he can bang it, man. He can swing it. You could expect a few home runs, especially them playing at Mid-Island Babe Ruth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he can swing it, man. And,
okay.
I think he's going to be a special talent that goes on to play at the next level.
And catcher, first base. What would you say, from what you know, is his stronger? Is he a really good catcher, first baseman? What do you...
From speaking with Coach Girard,
yeah.
I know they have a few catchers. I wasn't sure exactly who's the starter, who's the backup.
Okay.
The one thing I do know, he's very versatile, Brian.
Okay.
And, he's going to be a guy that you could put at first. You can put him behind the plate. I'm sure he can go play outfield if you need him to. But the thing that really stands out is his bat. He doesn't miss often, and he hits very good pitching too, which is a really good sign.
Was an all CHSAA honorable mention last year. Going to be handling the pitching staff, if we can talk about a couple of pitchers, Kenny Vasquez.
Sure.
A right-hander, senior. Again, looks like he's going to be one of the ones that they're going to be looking up to in the senior role. Had an all-league mention last year. What can we expect out of Kenny?
Kenny had a little bit of a down year last year. I saw him pitch. Had a really phenomenal sophomore year. I think he's going to rebound and be the kid that everybody thinks he's going to be. He's a mid-80s right-handed pitcher.
Oh, wow. Just
absolutely pounds the zone. And, if you have kids that can't catch up to that mid-80s to upper 80s fastball, he's going to dominate you. He's phenomenal with changing speeds and locations and depths of pitches. You could expect a huge year from Kenny.
Okay.
I think he's going to rebound and just dominate in the CHSAA.
Matthew Doyle, just trying to stay on the line of seniors. We just talked about
Sure.
Kenny with senior leadership, but Matthew Doyle as well, outfielder, third year as a starter on Varsity, and he's going to be the leader of that outfield. He got a couple of younger guys out there, at an OBP of 380, 20 stolen bases last year. Again, going back to brand of baseball, I always like to ask what coaches bring to the table as far as their brand of baseball. Gerard Tingo saying that he wants to really focus on base running, putting pressure on the defense, situational hitting, knowing where the defense is, and using baseball smarts, a little small ball, to get the runners across. Matthew Doyle, part of that philosophy there. Anything more?
Yeah, it seems like Matt is going to be that guy that coach is going to rely on to be at the top of the order. And knowing Coach Girard and how he played the game, that guy Matt is probably going to add some value to it and jumpstart a lot of rallies and stuff like that. But you could expect him to go down and hunt fly balls in the outfield and cause some havoc on the base paths.
Let's go to SIBO team and a first team All CHSA selection last year. Nick Neville, another pitcher, senior. Again, great senior leadership. I just looking at face value on this team. Nick Neville being one of them. Looks like he's committing to play at Iona University.
He is.
Some D1 ball.
That's right.
What do we have to know about Nick?
The one thing I know about Girard is when he relies on guys, he relies on them for a reason, and Nick is definitely a kid you can rely on. He's been like that since he's a little kid. He's not going to overpower you with 90-plus fastball, but he is going to eat you up and spit you out when it comes to changing speeds, changing locations. And I think the combination of their catcher with Nick, whoever's catching, if they can stay on the same page, it's going to be a deadly combo. Like you said, he had a great year last year. If I'm not mistaken, he was first team All-City by the Daily News and CHSAA. Nick is a kid that you can rely on to take on a ton of innings. And he is that kid that wants the responsibility, which is another key, Todd.
speaking to his stats, a little stat line for you. He was 4-2 last year, 46 innings pitched, 60 Ks, and a beautiful .09. .09. Jeez, .9 would not be good. .09 ERA. So clearly looking to have another great year is Nick Neville, as is the whole More Catholic Maverick team. Chris, that's a pretty solid squad.
Yeah, they More Catholic is starting to turn it around, Todd. And I say turn it around because a lot of people may not realize this, that are the younger generations. More Catholic in the late 90s, early 2000s, leading into the mid 2000s, were a force to be reckoned with.
Sure.
With guys like Frank DeMasi. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Go for it.
Frank DeMasi, Shea Spitzbarth, Nick Dasher Jr. And if you want to go back even further in time,
do it.
Derek Hurley, the names go on and on, right? So it's not that More Catholic doesn't have that that tradition. It was kind of down for a few years, and you can guarantee that Gerard's going to turn it around.
Plethora of talent on Staten Island, and plenty of it concentrated here at More Catholic. Looking forward to another good year for Gerard Tingos in his 5th year. Better their performance last year in the playoffs. Hope to get a little bit deeper this season. So I think that does it.
That's right.
Chris, yeah, what a squad for the Mavericks. Looking forward to it. For Chris, I'm Todd. This is TUF Media, Metro United Sports Unlimited. Another preview for the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season. Great to have you along with us. Going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season.